Stories are Illuminati.
Yes.
Some time back, allegations were that you are the leader of Illuminati.
In the village.
In the village? Or Freemason in the village.
Yes.
And you are recruiting others.
Yeah.
How did you take that? And how do you have to tell those people who still believe so?
Because if you go to like Europe, they don't ask you anything in the borders. Wow. If you land in France, after that first entry, they put a stamp on your passport. You can go to 27 countries, crossing like a joke. You see how you pass? Even my gate is strict. If you're in Europe, I was there last year, I traveled to 24 countries. The moment you arrive in France like this and they give you a stamp, that is it. You can go to Italy, you can go to Norway. Nobody stops you.
There's no any restriction at all?
Nothing. They don't know even what you are carrying, even 20 laptops, they don't care about that. It's just actually your phone that tells you, welcome to Switzerland. You realize there's a message coming. So we need to make Africa like that. This idea that we are, even, I live next to the border. Even
of Tanzania.
Of Tanzania, right here. You guys should go and check it.
Yeah, we've been traveling there.
And don't film, they will arrest you. I have to tell you earlier. True story.
Okay.
A mom with just 10 or 5 kg of rice can't cross.
What?
And in Europe, these people can, it's like a joke. Even, so we need to change that, yes.
The long-awaited day, it is just finally here. You guys asked us to just bring Marwa here, and actually we have just found him. And remember, kwamba this is Jalango TV, your number one TV station, and my good name is Jitabi Suleiman. And today we just here at Nyabohanse. Nyabohanse.
Yes, Nyabohanse.
Nyabohanse. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy actually to meet you in person.
Karibu, which means welcome so much. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Yes.
So for our new subscribers, I guess you just tell them your name.
Guys, my name is Marwa. On the internet, they know me as I am Marwa. Actually, I'm happy to be at Jalango TV. I think this is one of the platforms that actually opened me to Kenyans. I used to do YouTube or social media, but I think the first time like Kenyans started looking at me on a serious note was the first time I appeared here at Jalango TV. Yes.
And there are those people who are actually watching you for the first time,
yes.
And they're like, what is really happening here in Nyabohanse? We actually arrived yesterday, but we saw a lot of people here. So what is actually happening?
Even right now, there are not very many people because of the weather, and also our main visitors have already left, but others are coming. So to answer your question precisely, is we have a big party which lasts for 1 month. And I think the next weekends will be hyped. It will not be like this weekend. This is our first weekend. We are trying to see where we can gear things up and cheer things up. But technically, we have 4 things we are celebrating. Number 1 is opening of this villa, which is Villa Medellin. Number 2 is celebrating Marwa, I Am Marwa YouTube channel for achieving 500,000 plus subscribers.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And then we have my birthday, which is in this month of November. It was on 15th November. Wow. And we have the last thing. I think I'm forgetting this. But we have a masterclass. So I'm teaching people on YouTube on how to be a YouTuber, how to monetize your content, technically just how to be a star and how you can create yourself to be like Marwa, for example.
The masterclass, how is it so far? Are people actually accepting it?
Yeah, we have over 10,000 US sales.
What?
Over, yes.
Yes. All right, and what comes to your mind when you hear someone has come all the way from the USA to just come here and support you?
I believe on the impact, like this is really impactful. Even right now, there's one in the sick bay. I'm told he just arrived and he's sick, so he just came from the US. But I've had really good supporters, and I'll say, without bragging, I have one of the best audiences in the world, like number one. One came actually the other day, brought me CCTV cameras of the entire house.
Wow.
From the US, him and the wife, paid their flight ticket, bought all these things, came, installed them, and he left. And he didn't ask me.
How does that make you feel?
I feel like the day I will die,
Oh,
people will really cry.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, and we have seen a lot of
Yes.
YouTubers
Yes.
settle in your village.
Yeah.
And in an honest opinion,
Yeah.
do you feel it is the right thing to do? Because I believe everyone comes from different villages,
Yes.
and they can do whatever you are doing back in their villages
Yeah.
too, because the content they're doing
Yeah.
is almost the same. How do you feel?
You know, me, all I offer, I think, and it's not me who offers this, it's them who sees this thing in me
And
or
they
here in
want
the
it.
village. I think they see hope. They see hope. And hope is something very powerful. You know, when people have hope in something, you know, hope is believing in something, it's like faith.
Yeah, sure.
So they see a lot of hope coming here. One thing is because I open my gates wide for all, or for everybody. So they know they will not be rejected, and they see hope of Nyabohans. And some people have actually been here and become really successful. So people are like, if that guy didn't have, he went to that village, and so yeah. Personally, me, I'm happy that at least I'm able to touch somebody's life.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's not even one person. It goes beyond just that one person who came to Nyabohans. Maybe these people have brothers. Others even are like married women or married men. So they feed their families beyond just themselves. So for me, purely that's what we call an impact, especially a positive one. Yes.
We're not talking about your traveling hobby. I know you
Yes.
love traveling. So
So
far, how
much.
many countries have you traveled to?
I'm not sure, but around 72, 74. And that is without repeating. So let's say the US, I've been there at least 30 times for the last 5 years. But I count that as one in the 70. But if any country that's not Kenya that I've stepped, the number of times it would be like maybe 200 countries. Like any moment I step in a new country, you count it as one. Yeah, but I still use a Kenyan passport, so I don't have any other residency out there. Yes.
All right, and give our government one message
Yeah.
concerning
Yeah.
about the better place regarding to the
Yeah.
recent incidents.
Yeah.
Recently, we saw even Kenyan citizens
Yeah.
are going through in the hands of KRA officers
Yeah.
at the airport.
Yeah.
And have you ever experienced that from KRA officers saying that, you know, Amaro is back to the village,
Yeah.
he has given a lot of money, maybe he has invested a lot of money in building up the villa,
Yeah.
traveling to different countries just because of YouTube.
Yeah.
Kerry, have they ever reached out to you?
The truth of the matter is you asked about the... it's good to pay taxes, number one. Nobody is against taxes. But you asked about the airport incidents.
Yeah.
I think as a traveler, I've traveled to over 74 countries. And I have never seen anywhere, I'm telling, except Cuba. Cuba, yes. Where they really check your bags, how many phones you have, and things like that. I've only seen that in Cuba. Cuba, yes, for sure. And now Kenya. But everybody should pay taxes.
Yeah, that's true.
But it shouldn't come out as really too much. Like now, I saw videos, people like scared even to come to Kenya.
Yeah.
And people are like, wow, I can't even live with my phone and come back with, yes. And think of this. Actually, internationally, if you check, it should be, if you're holding sums of 10,000 US, 10,000, that is 1.5 million Kenyan shillings, or goods equivalent to that, okay? Or you are doing like business, merchandise, but if you are coming as a tourist, I'm talking purely here, I'm talking as a tourist, as a traveler. Around the world, they ask you if you have goods worth 10,000 US, or you have money in cash, not in not in your bank card, 10,000 and above, or something that you feel should be, you have to report. There's a name they use. There's a very professional name they use, but I've forgotten. Where you, for example, drones, for example. Other countries don't have problems with drone. It's only Kenya that has drones. So that is something Kenya should look at, especially if we want visitors to come to Kenya. Kenya is one of the most loved countries around the world. Actually, if you see big travelers around the world, they must have visited Kenya at one point. So, yes, the government needs money, but it can make that money in a better way that people feel comfortable. You know, we are here just to live life.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we are
because
here.
one day we just go.
One day it will be a story. But you don't live life where you feel like you are like everything. You have to hide stuff. You have to operate chini ya maji and things like that. You know, we need to encourage creativity. We need to encourage making more money. We need to encourage people being rich. We need to normalize it. You know, not like when you have some small money.
Yango too.
Yes, you know. So we need to normalize being rich, because if you go to like Europe, you know, they don't ask you anything in the borders.
Wow.
If you land in France, after that first entry, they put a stamp on your passport. You can go to 27 countries, crossing like a joke. You see how you passed? Even my gate is strict. If you're in Europe, I was there last year. I traveled to 24 countries. The moment you arrive in France like this and they give you a stamp, that is it. You can go to Italy, you can go to Norway. Nobody stops you.
There's no any restriction at all.
Nothing. They don't know even what you are carrying, even 20 laptops, they don't care about that. It's just actually your phone that tells you, welcome to Switzerland. You realize there's a message coming. So we need to make Africa like that. This idea that we are, even, you know, I live next to the border. Even
Of Tanzania.
Of Tanzania, right here. You guys should go and check it.
Yeah, we've been traveling there.
And don't film, they will arrest you. I have to tell you earlier. True story.
Okay.
A mom with just 10 or 5 kg of rice can't cross.
What?
And in Europe, these people can, it's like a joke. Even, so we need to change that, yes.
All right, now talking about stories Illuminati.
Yes.
Some time back allegations were that you are the leader of Illuminati.
In the village.
In the village? Or Freemason in the village.
Yes.
And you are recruiting others.
Yeah.
How did you take that? And how do you have to tell those people who still believe so?
I think it's a belief that most Africans have, that we as Africans should be poor.
I know.
So when you do otherwise, they wonder, how did he do it?
How did this happen?
And that's a very bad mentality, a very, very bad mentality, especially for the young kids growing in such an environment, where riches is associated with devil worshipping, and by bad luck, somebody dies in your home.
That is it.
That is it.
That is it.
God forbid.
God forbid. Amen.
Yes. So it's a very, very bad. I think that's why we are poor. I swear before God. Because mentally, we have accepted that for us being Africans, our group is poor and we beg. So, guys, to just clarify that is, I'm not Illuminati, I'm not Freemason, and personally I have nothing against those groups. But I want us to normalize people being rich, and it's a normal, let's make it normal. How many Africans you've seen crossing borders, running away from their home to Europe? It's because those countries, they normalized being rich, they made it a lifestyle. But for us, if one guy becomes rich and everybody's pointing fingers and they have to talk about devil worshipping, so does it mean God is only accepting poor people? You know, like God is for poor people, and you know. So we need to change that mentality, and it's very bad to bring a kid in such an environment where the rich guy is associated with, he killed his son or this, you know. Yes.
All right, and how do you feel about achieving all this? The villa, it is very big and very amazing. Building your parents a house, something that when you were young you really craved for it, and now you are just living your dream. How does it feel?
Yeah, the way you just mentioned the last statement, living your dream. Actually, I'm in my dreams. Yeah, but technically, I am very grateful to God. I tell God every day You know I'm not special. I tell God like that. God, you know I'm not special, but you just give me favor. Yes. You know, a lot of people work for me here, even old people, young. I'm not so different with those people. Maybe when they speak good English than me or something. Actually, maybe I'm more local than even them. But it's just favor.
From God.
So when you know that, you acknowledge that it's not by your power or mighty, but it's just favor. You know, God just decides to favor you.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I see. Because sometimes I put my videos out there, I wake up in the morning, they are like 50,000,
Just
100.
blown up.
That's favor, you know.
Yeah.
It's pure favor. And what I do with that is I try to transfer that favor from me to
others.
other people. So when you do that, that favor will always feel comfortable around you.
Yeah.
So you, and also another thing to normalize stuff is when you make it, you help others, especially people around you. So everybody feels comfortable around you. You don't want to be the guy with the money. You want to
The
be
big boss.
You don't want to be Africa. We like that. Africa, we like
I
that.
know.
We like Mheshimiwa na Peter. You know, we like get off the way.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to these countries like Europe, I use Europe a lot because I've been in those countries, even in USA. Sometimes, apart from like presidents and stuff like USA, they're so mighty. But like Europe, you can get the prime minister of, let's say, Belgium, is riding on a bicycle.
What?
You
Come to Kenya.
here, you guys, you know, I will not even say because I have no. But again, I have no political ambition, guys.
Yeah.
I have zero.
We will come there. There we must
Okay.
touch there. We must touch there. All right. And you decided to build a villa
Yes.
in the village.
Yes.
What motivated you to make that move? And so far, what is the estimate for someone who wants to build something like this in Kenyan shillings?
Honestly, I don't talk about money. That's one I'll not answer because money brings a lot of everything, every energy. Some people feel happy for you, others feel sad, other people call you Freemason Day. But the thing is, if you want to build a villa in Kenya, you just start. There's some days I woke up with like 24,000 Kenyan shillings. That's less than $200, and I had like 50 workers. But somehow I was able to manage to build it. Just start. Just start. You know, the biggest thing is to start.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't matter even if how it goes.
My mom always gave me this example. There are two families. One family, all families are poor. One family says, you go to school, we shall be selling our maize little as we pay your school fees. Another family already made up their mind and said, oh, we are poor, don't go to school. You know, the guy with little, at the end of the day, finished school. And this other guy, money has never been found up to today.
They're still searching.
They're still searching for that money. The story or the essence of that story is, you just start. Yes. You know, even me, if I tell you my YouTube journey, I didn't know I would be this big. I saw before. I didn't know even money was involved.
How was it? From starting from
Me,
scratch?
actually, I was just making videos I was in Colombia, and I wanted to show my friends back in Kenya that, hey, look, here in Colombia, there's good life. It's not what they think, like this drugs and all this. That was my motivation to start YouTube. To show my homeboys back in Kenya, like, hey, this place is nice. It's not what you see on TV, like Narcos and all this. Then all of a sudden, it became what it is today. Bigger than even me, bigger than I can't even explain. But again, it's favor because there are too many people we started YouTube with, and they are not where I am. Yes.
All right, now getting back to talk about your fans.
Yeah.
But before we arrive at your fans,
Yeah.
sometimes back
Yeah.
about the people who lives here in Nyabohanse,
Yeah.
they say that everyone here is a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And then they say like, what if you're the one who is
Yeah.
behind everything, who is behind this
It's not
motive?
what
Is it
if.
true?
It's not what if
It is.
I am. I think this could be the biggest YouTube village in the world. Actually, right now, even those people eating right there, I promise you, out of 3, 1 is a YouTube. Those guys over there, which are many already. But technically, what I'm trying to say is, I've built people to become big YouTubers. Even I have my guy who used to be my mason, 7 months ago, now 8. He used to build for me here, helping me to build. and I used to pay him $7. Now he's building a villa next to me, like across the board.
How do you feel?
Yes.
Like,
But
hey.
that's, you see, you have to see it as normal. It's not, you don't have to see it as extraordinary. Because the moment you see it as extraordinary, then things become complicated. Just see it as normal. This is it. It is our time. And you tell yourself, this is the time of my life. I have to shine. Why would other people shine and not you? What are you missing? Why not you? Why? Why him? Why? Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And actually, the life is actually not soft.
Yes.
Life ain't soft.
The idea of life, the idea of life is always sit with honest. Always do to your brother the way you want them to do to you. Always. Always. I'm telling you, always. Even if it's a small thing, always do it. Because that thing always magnifies and comes back to you in a bigger way. So let's say if you helped somebody 50 Kenyan shillings, that thing will magnify and come back to you in a bigger way. So another thing also, I learn a lot how to be rich and things like that. And one factor that they say is always try to solve people's problem. If you want to be rich, solve people's problem. So people come as YouTubers, me, I try to solve their problem. That's a sure way of becoming rich. Yes.
How do you take the critics from people to you?
It's too much. Sometimes people fake. And people just use my name just
get fame,
like now
just
even
talk.
I have a friend of mine here from Canada. He just told me, but you know I don't watch those videos. He just told me, hey, there is a lady who has created a tent and he's saying he's in your compound. He's filming, saying, I am here at Ayamaro Villa, and it's not showing the background, you know. I swear before God. He just told me.
Hey.
So I just realized I am really feeding a lot of people out there, you know, in a good way. Yes. But me, about critics, is I believe if you are growing, if you are becoming big, they have to talk. Yes, they have to talk. If they don't, it means you're not doing all right. Yes.
The journey since you started YouTube, as we went up, who is this one person that you will never forget? That one person who actually raised you up, who taught you about the skills of YouTube, who pushed you so hard to be the person you are right now.
Guys, the funny thing is I learned everything I know today from YouTube. And then now, after 7 years, there is experience. Because sometimes you put a video like this, you realize it's not getting views. You do it like this, you realize it's coming with views and some titles. So I learned actually everything by myself from YouTube. So it means somebody was teaching me there. And this, I used to watch a big vlogger from New York City. His name is Casey Neistat. But now I have another new vlogger. His name is Balan Bankrupt. I like his style. And those two people, when I was starting, it was Casey. Now that I've become the Marwa, now like my guy that I watch is Balan Bankrupt. Yeah, big shout out to you guys if you watch this. Yes.
Right now, this question, it is from the fans.
Okay.
They're like, they've sent some, you know, some beautiful lady over here.
Yeah.
And they're like, introduction, jamani ni lini, jamani, Amaro, what are you waiting for?
Yeah. Guys, I know you're concerned. You know, the issue is social media. When you say this is my girl, then you have problems after 2 months.
They start asking again.
Too much. Then again, if you introduce another one, they will think you are the problem. So honestly, right now, I'm just flowing with the flow, the way it will go. I swear. And at the same time, but just to acknowledge her presence, her name is Rocio. She's from Argentina. I met her when I was traveling in Mexico, actually this year, like 4 months ago. Yeah, we met in Mexico. And we knew each other there. I didn't know it will grow this big. Me, most of the time, actually, my life, I put zero expectation in everything I do.
Is that an advice you're trying to give out to men out there?
Yes. Even not just men, even in your life. If you put zero expectation, number one, you'll not be stressed. Number two, you'll see life as easy. You know, actually, what makes things, you know what makes you disappointed every day? Because of expectation.
That's true.
Because you expect, maybe I'll go there, it will be like this, then you go, it's not like
you
that.
You marry me, you do this.
Yes, then, but if you flow with life, but you have to vibrate as a good human being from within. Because at the end of the day, you attract what you are.
Yeah, sure.
So you have to vibrate well. Me, one thing I tell myself is, if I die today, I'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
I'll not say, oh, you know, I lied to that person. Yes.
All right, so can you just talk to your fans? Anything for your fans?
First, I want to say thank you, Jalango TV, for giving me this chance. You know, sometimes people think when you're a superstar,
You know,
like,
I know.
you know, there's nothing like that. You see the small bit,
Yeah.
that one subscriber is what actually makes 500,000.
Yeah.
And people don't say that. But I want to say thank you, Jalango TV, for giving me this another opportunity. And thank you, my brother Jalango, if you're going to watch this. Thank you a million times.
Because he insisted.
Yes.
Go
He's
to
coming.
Maro's place.
He's coming soon.
Yeah.
He wants to land a chopper here or
Oh my
helicopter.
goodness. I think
At the rooftop,
too.
yes. But he told me, Maro, you have to be careful. If your house is not okay, me, I'll land. Now I'm trying to see backup plan somewhere here. You know?
You create a space.
Yeah, just in case. But thank you, Jalango TV, for giving me this opportunity. And actually, guys, I love what you do. And, you know, somebody like Jalango is purely in my line of YouTubing and social media, and then he became the guy he is. But I want to thank you, and also to my fans, if you're watching this, please support Jalango TV, one of the best TV or one of the best YouTube channels we have in Kenya. At the same time, to my fans also, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to this channel as already said. And also, if you don't know who I am, check me out on YouTube. Yeah. Actually, me, I do YouTube more than Instagram. Yes, yeah.
All right, so thank you so much for your time.
All
And
right.
actually,
Yes.
tumelisha poa. You've welcomed us so nicely, so warmly.
You guys, if I don't
even feel like
I
going
don't-
back to Nairobi.
you can stay.
We can stay.
The party is 1 month.
So we stay for 1 month.
Yes, interview people here and there. You know, you can interview my mom, what she thinks about having a son like me. There are too many
Is
ideas.
she happy or she's sad?
So those are the things you have to ask.
It's
know.
okay. But thank you
You
so
can
much.
even do this house tour. I want when you leave this village, you feel you gained.
Yeah.
Yes. But I want you to count the number of YouTubers. That's the only thing I'm asking. That you'll see in this compound, in your stay. Yes.
We will count them. We'll
Yes.
count them. Okay, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, thank you so much for watching. My good name is Jitabi Suleiman and my director ambaye anajulikana kama director Dad. Wakati mwingine kwaherini.
Kwaheri.